We opened about 25 years last year in December, and we have now 64 restaurants worldwide, from Hong Kong to Singapore to all over the United States. When Arnie started the restaurant, he wanted to do something different, so we roll out the cart. We have all the steaks in the cart, and just like a show and tell.
This is our porterhouse. It's our house specialty, New York and filet on the bone.
The best food, the best service, the best ambience. The place is loud, people are, having a good time. I know everybody, I know what they drink, I know where they want to sit down. So if you know all the small details, the people like that, I've been here working for the last 25 years. I have a 3 busboys working for 20 to 25 years. It's like a small family. Nobody want to leave. So everybody's happy.
Sam, once you sign off from WGCI, you head on straight over to Morton's. Tell us about your selection.
Morton's is off the hook. Porterhouse steak, I love it. I love that porterhouse steak. And get your nice mashed potatoes, your nice spinach with the cheese, creamy cheese up in there. I mean, and then you look at the help. The help is unbelievable.
Now, Morton says it's located sort of an interesting situation.
Yeah.
Tell us how you found it.
Well, a bunch of my guys into steak. We love some steak. And one day we was like, hey, we need to try something new. And the guy said, hey, well, I've been down to Morton's. I'm like, where's Morton's at? Just meet me down, ride down to the state in Maplewood, and we were right into it. I'm like, okay, so we driving, and we looking like, where's Morton's? I don't see no steakhouse. It's somebody's house. It's an apartment building, condos. But we found it, and it's like in a cut. It's like kind of like a secret, But the service is off the hook, and the martinis, king. You got to get the key lime. Get your key lime. Oh.
You had the key lime.
I didn't even talk to Sam ahead of time, but I had to have it. This is the most unbelievable martini I've ever had. I'm still thinking about it.
Tastes just like the pie.
I mean, I would go back just for that drink. I don't know if this is a specialty around the city now.
Did you want to lick the crumbs off the top?
That's what I did. I told you I sat there. It's a nice restaurant, licking the rim of the martini glass.
I think I might have seen you doing that.
The whole time I'm hoping they wash the dishes. I'm sure they do very well there, but it was unbelievable.
I just go there to lick the martinis.
There you go.
Lick it.
Yeah.
Well, what should you drink at a steakhouse? Do you drink martinis? Do you drink wine? What did you drink, Eric?
I feel a little left out on the martini, frankly.
Gotta get the key lime.
Exactly.
You have to get that key lime.
But we had a red Cabernet, and when it comes to ordering wine, that can be a fairly intimidating prospect, especially at a place like Morton's, a fairly extensive wine menu. And I just have a beginner's knowledge of it. If anybody were to ask me a question, I'd be exposed as a fraud. So I'm just trying to, feel my way through it. But we stumbled on a really nice red wine, and I've really kind of become a red wine drinker. And Morton's is a perfect place to experience.
It's a great classic pairing, Cabernet and steak. So
Yeah.
Get my seal of approval on that.
Absolutely. That's what I was looking for.
There we go.
All right, that's the show. Thanks.
Okay.
What is it about steakhouses that you just feel like Frank Sinatra was here, or Dean Martin, and it makes you want to have a martini, what is that ambiance of a steak? Like, what should it be for you, Eric?
I'm along the same lines as Sam on that. Morton's had that Chicago's hidden gem. If you're going to come here, you have to know it's here kind of feel. You walk down and they've got the pictures of the mayors, the sketchings, and you get down in there and it has that feel of, all right, we're settling in, we're going to have a big meal now and decide the fate of the city. Like a lot of decisions are being made there.
Right.
Maybe some money's changing hands, who knows? But it's got that whole kind of Chicago machine feel to it.
The cool part about Morton's is because when you go there now, you feel like no matter how little you might be, you're still important there. That's a cool thing. You go before and you needed your table right away. You're someone important. You slip the cash, or the man slipped the cash. Now you go there, whoever you are, they make you feel like this is the most special person that walked through the door. That was another cool thing that I noticed about Morton.
And they also have servers that have been there for like 20 years. Like nowadays, it's sort of this fleeting thing and a turnover. But how nice is it to go to a place and they know what you had last time you came in? Now, you both ordered the porterhouse. Now, their meat presentation is supposedly quite interesting. Now, tell us how you felt about that.
I'm a woman, so sometimes I'm a little squeamish when the meal, when you see your meal ahead of time, not cooked, and they start to show you the steak and the lobster, you know.
Very live, very fresh, flown in daily. They're split down the middle, baked, served with drawn butter on the side. And we crack them.
You could deal with it because you know, again, that it's just, they're showing it to you for a reason because it's that good. They want you to see it.
Steakhouses are generally considered to be sort of like a guy sort of place. How did you feel as a woman in a restaurant like this?
You know, it's funny, when I knew we were going to Morton's, my original, I mean, it's a classic. I don't think you can go wrong at Morton's. But you think about like a bunch of guys there, as we mentioned before, having stogies and making deals. And that was like the classic Morton's. But I went there, there's people celebrating birthdays and bar mitzvahs. I mean, the place was just, like, it came to life and it's for everybody. And I mean, it was slammed. And I enjoyed a steak.
I would say it'd be great for a date too.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Great for a date.
You can't really. I think a woman these days is, you know, could go in there just as easily as a guy and have some sort of meeting, or I would probably think about it again, like, hey girls, let's go to, you know, meet at Morton's.
Now, do you go with like a signature, like Sam and I did with the signature porterhouse? Because I mean, that is a fairly large piece of cow that they're bringing.
I'm sure
to you.
With women, you take one steak and then you cut it in 12 pieces and have a salad with it.
I just want to know, why is everything at steakhouses super sized?
It's enormous. Everything is enormous.
It's like the biggest tomato you've ever seen in your life.
Because salad, you can have that. I mean, the beginner salad was so gigantic. I'm thinking,
Salad
I'm
fill up the
done.
plate.
Where do you get these potatoes?
Because that's the aura of the steakhouse. The big, manly, man-sized portions were, you know, it's that whole stereotype come to life. I really, truly believe that.
Sam, this was your selection. Give us a summary.
Pretty much, you're looking at getting out. You want to have a great steak. You want to have a great time with some friends. Whether you want to do a business meeting, you want to do a date, more than just a place.
Melissa?
Great food. I mean, if you didn't have a good meal there, then wear a helmet because the world's coming to an end. I mean, it's that perfect.
And Eric?
If you're coming to Chicago, if you're from Chicago and you're looking for an old-time Chicago-style meal, this is the place to be.
Sounds like you have to try the key lime pie martini.
Yes.
Bring them on, bring them on.
And also the steak at Morton's at 1050 North State Street, 312-266-4820. They're open for dinner every night of the week. Reservations are recommended. Average tab per person without drinks, $60.